Well, hi there. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Oblivion. You've caught me looking in my diary, which tells me what to do. That's how diaries work. Last mission, we took care of Lex. And that meant Hieronymus Lex, the leader of the Imperial Guard, meaning that we can now go back to the Thieves Guild and tell them that we've put him in some backwater town. Anvil, which doesn't seem that backwater, but he's out of the Imperial City and no longer stressing our fellow guild members. And also the Poor District, which wasn't very nice, Lex. Wasn't very nice. On the waterfront, which is where I live as well, so, you know, we're taking care of ourselves as well as other people. So we have to return to our guild leader, Doyne, is it? Is that the correct term? Screever, to turn in the quest. And we will be continuing on with the Thieves Guild today. I'm quite looking forward to see how the rest of this quest line goes. I remember it just sort of escalating from here. I think we're already sort of halfway in the escalation, to be honest, but I think it's only going to continue, so it should be interesting to see how it does escalate.
Hi there. The esteemed cat burglar honors me.
Lex has been reassigned.
Well done, Hunter. Hieronymus Lex will no longer be a thorn in the paw of the Thieves Guild. The Grey Fox shows his gratitude. You are being promoted to Shadowfoot, and may now use Orrin of Castle Anvil as your fence.
Brilliant. I wonder if I've done enough fencing to do another special job.
I have no more jobs for a thief of your skill. You have no need of the Doyen to provide you work. However, there are rumors that the Grey Fox himself may call on you soon. Wait for contact from him. Keep the guild fences busy.
Ooh, I think we are definitely moving forward. So I'm going to guess that we need to hit 600 gold. And if I remember rightly, I've got a few choice items in my inventory that I already stole last time. No, I don't. Well, let's go and do one of my favourite hobbies and go and do some thieving. Ooh, fresh things. Ooh, that was a spicy item. So here we are in Castle Anvil, in the dead of night to meet our fence. Our new fence as well. It's the blacksmith, isn't it, Orrin? Yeah, it is. I saw the name and I was just like, I'm sure I recognise that name. But yeah, it's the one who let us into the what's it called? But we have a midnight meeting anyway. I wonder if I could sell him his own books back. I mean, I'm sure I could, but I'm not going to. But we have a good amount of different items. Okay. How much money does he have? He has a lot of money as well. This is going to be lucrative. I have made the mistake of making my bow that I use my stolen one, so I should probably change that over at some point in the near future. Because if I get caught by any guards, it's immediately gone. But this is my big item that I found. It's silver? No, it won't be silver if it's heavy. I'm not sure of the exact make of it, but it's a Witch Hunter helmet, heavy armor, and with 9% magic resist. 462. Very nice. That should just take us to the end of what we need, but we may as well sell our rest of our stolen goods whilst we're here. Clear out the old inventory. There we go. We're taking us over 1,000, which I believe is enough just to finish off the quest line now. But we need to wait. Yes, here we go. I've reached my goal. I fenced over 600 gold worth of goods. When I'm in the cities, I'll have to keep an eye out for messages from the Grey Fox. He could call for me at any time. I should wait in the Imperial City if I want to find them quickly. Well, we know what we need to do then. Off to the Imperial City for us. I'm going to go home. That feels like the right place to go, and we can offload some stuff and maybe buy ourselves a new bow as well.
I have a message for you from the Grey Fox.
What is the message?
The Grey Fox has a task for you. Meet him at Helvia's Cecia's house in Bruma.
Of course. Goodbye, Methadril.
What is it?
Bruma. Up north, isn't it? Exciting times. We get to meet the head of the guild that we've been a part of for so long. It reminds me of the quest line in Morrowind. Oh, the Purple Gloves one. I can't remember the name of the character, but it's a similar sort of thing. You know, this item continues through a group of thieves who help people, sort of thing. It's the end of the Thieves Guild. It's sort of like a side little thing at the end. Here we go.
Come, we must talk. I see you got my message.
It's got inscriptions down the centre of it. I don't remember that, but then, yeah, the cowl. It's an honour to finally meet you.
I have need of your special gifts. There is an item hidden away in a remote monastery. I need you to go get it for me. The monastery is extensive and well guarded, so you should make sure to be well prepared. Should you succeed, I will pay you well for your services.
Very good. I would be honoured to help.
Capital. The monastery is called the Temple of the Ancestor Moths. It is where retired blind Mothpriests go to wait out the rest of their days. I will mark the location on your map. Look for it in the far northeast of Cyrodiil, beyond Cheydinhall. I need you to acquire Sevilla's stone. It is a large crystal with special properties that I need to gain advantage. Remember, do not shed innocent blood. However, there is no blood price for slaying the stone's guardians, human or inhuman. When I receive word that Sevilla's stone is missing, I will be here, waiting for you.
Very good. Why do I get the impression that the getting rid of the blood price on this particular thing is just a expediency thing? It's not like, oh, yes, these people don't actually matter. It's more, well, you know, we understand that it might be difficult for you to do this, so, you know, just kill your way through. It'll be fine this one time. You know, don't make a habit of it, but we'll let you off. I am going to prepare, though, and my preparations are going to involve going to an armourer, because I feel like I haven't done that in a while, so repair my gear. I might not need it, to be fair, but also I'm going to go and buy some lockpicks. I'll show you my lockpick guy. I've got a guy.
Day, I'm Tolgan, herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience.
God, we've got quests coming in thick and thin. What's this regarding?
Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come. My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her.
I have no memory what this quest is about. Tell me some more about this countess.
The countess is in attendance if you wish to seek...
Okay, goodbye.
Yes.
I have no memory of what that quest is, so I'm not going to make any starts on it this second.
Jotrid.
Who's this guy?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come here. You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
He's got to be for sure selling skooma.
Have a look around.
Oh, it's all poisons and some skooma. And also lockpicks. Yes, I will have that many lockpicks for that amount of money, because it just keeps us nicely topped up. We don't have to think about it then. Right, on to this place of the ancestral moths, or whatever it was called. Oh, it's our first Oblivion gate in the wild. Apparently it's an easy location, even though it's miles away from anything. But I can't remember what we've talked about of these, but these appear in multiple places, and you can go in and close them down exactly the way we did in the Kvatch one. The only thing is they're a pain to close down and they're boring, and I don't plan on doing any more than is necessary. I think there's 52 random ones that you can close down, but they have like a set group of layouts. And once you get to a certain point in the story, they all close. But I want my arrows back. I might not have enough arrows for this mission. So we'll put them away for a second. To use our sword. But yeah, I'm not going to do them, but I think it's interesting having these pop up in various locations on the map. It's kind of cool to be able to bump into something, especially such a big thing in the main story. You know, the first Oblivion gate feels huge. It feels like such a major event, and then you're just like, oh, there's a lot of these around. I found the temple of the Ancestor Moths. Now I just have to locate the Sevilla stone. Maybe I can persuade one of the monks to help me. Maybe we can. Let's have a look around. Well, we have a smorgasbord of monks. How about Holger? Hyar or Harindi? I like Holger.
What can this peaceful monk do for you, stranger?
Sevilla stone.
Who is this? Sevilla? A former lover, perhaps? I don't know anyone by that name.
I think you'd be lying.
I'm listening.
Look. Up here in the mountains, you can't have many ways of making money. So, here's 32 gold pieces.
We understand each other.
Are we friends now?
I really shouldn't be telling you this, but I know you are trustworthy. The blind monks in the catacombs guard the stone. It's said to have magical powers. Don't tell Haridi I said anything. I could be banished for telling you.
I won't say anything. Can you tell me some more about these blind monks?
We serve the retired Mothpriests from the Imperial City. The work they do leads to progressive blindness. They live in utter darkness in the secret catacombs. Of course, it doesn't affect them because they're blind.
Where are the
I can't
catacombs?
reveal that. It would be far too dangerous. I don't know you.
Look,
Tell me more.
there's plenty more money where that came from.
Well, isn't
And there's even
I
more.
appreciate the gesture.
Oh,
Thank you.
I
I'll
forgot.
try.
I wasn't looking to do this.
I doubt it. Yeah, I get it. Right, not now.
Okay.
That works for me.
Okay, I'll show you. But only because you are my dear friend.
Has all this bribery changed your voice?
Please be discreet and don't bother the other monks.
I love this game sometimes. I don't remember any. It's so obvious when they changed their voices like that. And I honestly don't remember that being an aspect of this game. It's just supposed to be something I never picked up on in the past. But it's quite comical actually. It really like sort of singles the game out as a game of its era, which is fine. You know, you have to take them with not a pinch of salt, but you know, you have to take them as they are. Learn it might not have all the bells and whistles you're expecting. I have, especially if there's the moths in here. I've encountered the catacombs of the blind moths. The grey fox hinted that the true guardians of Sevilla Stone would not be subject to blood price. I'm betting that also means they won't be too happy to see me. I better be careful from here on. But we can go and do some killing. So it's the first dungeon we've done in a while. Quite looking forward to dive in and see what it has to offer for us. I wonder if the rule that's letting us kill these guys is because they're hostile. That's what that last text box implied. Oh, they're not too friendly to see them because, and that means that we can kill them, which is unusual because I think the guards would be hostile if we're caught somewhere. So why can't we kill those? That's my question. Why can't we kill those? It's almost, you know, I understand the not killing rule, and actually it makes a lot of thematic sense for the Thieves Guild and who they are and the story they're trying to tell with it. You know, the Robin Hood style stuff. But I wonder, it's almost more interesting as an exclusion or a change from that rule. Like, why are these why are we allowed to kill these? And I know the reason. My guess the reason is actually we didn't want to design a stealth dungeon. We wanted to design a dungeon where you killed these guys for this section of the game. So we did it. But then why not have the opponents of this area be different? Why not have enemies that, you know, were less conspicuous, like magical guardians or something? You made a choice to put human enemies in a guild that explicitly forbids killing humans, and then just waver it. I don't know. It's an oddity, definitely. I will take your key though, and your pretty cool sword. I always like the katanas in this, even though again that seems more of an odd addition. You know, a bit of Orientalism these days. But they knew what were sort of teenage boys found cool, 10 years ago. And it's, 15 years ago? Too long ago. And they ran with it, which is understandable. Oh, I tried to press... I've been playing quite a bit of Destiny 2, and because I'm a bit of a weirdo, my favourite weapon is the bow, and you press R to unholster your arrow because you can only draw your string for a certain amount of time. You can't just walk around like this, so you have to press R to what's called it, otherwise you accidentally release it, which you kind of want to do in quite a few situations. So I just tried to press R to do that. God, such a long explanation for oops, I pressed the wrong button. As we learnt in the arena, fighting multiple enemies at once is a quick way to die. So I'm going to be making good use of this door to run away. And thin them out a little bit, get some heals off, and hopefully take them on one by one. Thing is, I know I could sneak past them, but it's been a while since I've done combat, so I'm kind of, why not? Treat myself to some sword fighting. Because the combat is kind of loose in the game, it doesn't feel like the tightest system, which I'm fine with. But it almost allows you to tell a story about the combat more. When you actually engage in the systems in a weird way, such as, spamming the same heal spell 100 times over. Which isn't necessarily interesting or good. But when I'm just running along doing this, and each little scratch on my leg just heals up very, very slightly. Who can see me? I think we've got a faller out of the world here. It's fine. Just keep running on through. But it almost because the system is so weird and doesn't quite fit together, you almost have to fill in the blanks in your head. And it's something I'm been thinking about a bit with games recently. Especially, so for instance, all the voice acting. That is such a huge change from Morrowind. And it's one that's definitely in line with a modernisation, and a very obvious modernisation. You think of reading through a lot of text that either comes across as a game with a lesser budget or a lesser budget or an older game. That's the word I was trying to think of. I don't know why I struggled on that so much. But the benefit of reading text actually means that some of the game, or more of the game, not some of the game, but more of the game happens in the player's head. And you do have that breakdown of more of games being realised into a digital world, whereas in the past, the player was asked to be the processing of some of that. And I think games did lose something in that, but that's not to underestimate the sort of accessibility that comes with voice acting. It is easier for people to engage with voice acting than it is to read large amounts of text. So there's pros and cons to these arguments, and it's not just straightforward. There is ups and downs to it all, as there is with a lot of things. That was a bit underwhelming. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? But I think that's where this combat sits as well. Because it is just this, you almost have to fill in the blanks of an epic duel or like a big fight or, you know, running away to heal. Even though it looks like you are pretty much running away in the goofiest way possible. You can fill that in as like, oh, we had a back and forth, or so on and so forth. I think it's just a quite frequently, I think we have to meet games halfway, and more frequently than you expect. Even like in a game that's super beautifully created and has all of these things simulated within it, you still are meeting the game some of the way. You are still a component. You are an active player. You know. Seems like we've got to get across this spike pit. Oh, no. Oh, that's one way of doing it. Literally step on every spike as you go. Oh, we might... No, the Blade of Woe isn't even magic. I have 3 silver arrows. Do I have any offensive spells? I do. We're very much not prepared to take on ghosts. I like the fact that ghosts are... they sort of have old rules of... could only be damaged by silver and magic. We do need to be careful though, because we really don't have a good way of fighting them. I was hoping more silver arrows would drop on the floor. Apparently they did, but around the corner. Interesting. Anyway, halfway through the dungeon, we're going to end on a cliffhanger, simply because this recording's gone on really long already. So, we're halfway through the dungeon of the Temple of the Moth, and we're going to get this finished off and get Sevilla's Stone for the Grey Fox in next episode. Thank you for watching. My name's been Billy, and join me next time to continue this Let's Play of Oblivion. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more notifications of this sort of content. Goodbye!